Okay guys, so this is going to be our first video on the channel, and it's going to be on the part of game development. Well, not really our first video, but you get the point. It's going to be on game development, and the software we're going to be using is going to be a software called GDevelop. Now GDevelop is a free open source game engine that requires no code for its game creation, making it perfect for beginners like us. So I believe with that being said, we should be able to get into it right now. So right there is the create button, and okay, so after doing that, we're going to click on create a new game. We're going to create a new game. Then we click on empty project. Empty project is the best so that you can have flexibility with the games you're making. So just want to click on empty project and click on desktop and mobile landscape. That would be the best. So just click on desktop and mobile landscape. Then let's change the name here to something good. Tommy Run. And we'll optimize it for pixel art since we're making a 2D game. Okay, so that is that about that. Now we are now at the interface. And the first thing we're going to do is show the grid. Yeah, we need to show the grid because this is how you're going to arrange your assets perfectly in the game. Yeah, and we're also going to set it up because this is a 2D game, a pixel game, and the best width, height, and depth for a 2D pixel game is 16. So I'm just going to apply that. Now our grid is perfect for the pixel art that we are going to be implementing in our game. Yeah, this right here, everything here is the object panel. This is the object panel. Whatever objects we add into the game, whatever assets we add into the game, they're going to end up here in the object panel. So we're going to add in an object which would be our character. You could do that using the sprite button right there, but I am not going to be doing that. There is actually a character in the asset store that I am quite fond of. The asset store is quite useful. You don't always have to make it from scratch. You can just come here and get something. There are a lot of ready-made assets here for you. Okay, so now that we've added him to the game, you're going to see him. Yeah, he is an object in this game. So that is why. So and yeah. So in order to make the platform for our character, we're going to use the tiled sprite. Yeah, we want to use the tiled sprite. This is the best for platforms and background colors and all that. While sprite is more character, is better for characters. So we're just going to click that. Then we're going to set the width and height to 16 because that's the best for pixel art. Okay, so we're going to look for our platform file. It should be platform dot. And so once that loads in, we're just going to first, change the name. We're going to change the name to something reasonable. Let's change it to platform dot as written below. Okay, so that now has been done. We're going to apply that. And as you can see, it's now on the object panel. and we're going to move our character to the interface and also our platform so that you can see how they interact. Okay, so you can see how they interact. Okay, so now that that is done, um okay, so I think we're gonna have a change of plans. Let's delete that and change this to something reasonable. Okay, so whenever you start your game, you start with the start menu, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to make our start menu. So for our background, we're going to use tiled sprites. So obviously we'll set our width and height to 16, and we're going to select the files, the images that we're going to be using for our background. Yeah, so yeah. Okay guys, so before I move on, these 7 pictures are what I'm going to be using for the background. Just these 7. So when you want to use it, you can just use those 7 alone for the background. Yeah. Okay guys, so now we have now imported all the background images and the images that we're going to need for the background. So I just want to put them in. We want to arrange them properly. We want to arrange them properly. Then that's the main reason for the grid. That's the main reason for the grid. So you don't really have to do exactly what I'm doing, but I just use this as a sense of measurement so I can be accurate with what I'm doing. So yeah, so that's just set the background. That's what we're going to be doing now. Okay guys, so now that we have fully made the background, now we are going to notice that our character is hidden behind our background, and that is because of the Z value. That is because of the Z value. So if you just check our properties panel right there, you're going to see this. You're going to see Z. There's the y-axis, there's the x-axis, and there's the z-axis. The z-axis, it what depends, like how will I say it? That is the visibility of the object. Like it means like that is the forwardness of the object. Yeah, like along a straight line rather than an horizontal line. A straight line looking directly at us. So basically, the Z is the visibility of the object. The so we're just going to select all of this and increase or decrease that Z value. I'm going to decrease that Z value to be something below that of our character. But to be on the safe side, it's better to take it very low, like minus something, because once it's in minus, there will be nothing that will be able to come behind the background. Okay, so now you can see our character is visible. He has a z value of 1, which is greater than -10. And for that reason, he is now in front of the background rather than behind. So it's now visible. Yeah, so that is that about that. So the next thing we are going to be doing now is, okay, so the next one I want to do now is to expand our character. We want him to beautify the start menu that we're building up. So I was going to expand him so that it's big enough to be seen. That is big enough to be seen. I want to place him somewhere good. We're going to place him in the middle of the screen. Okay, so yeah, I believe our character is now looking nice. It's now in the very middle of the screen. That should be okay. But if you look closely, you're going to realize that he has a very weird animation going on. That is his art animation, and that doesn't really look good on the start menu. So I'm going to have to change that. So you're just going to double click on the object, and once you double click on him, you're going to see his properties, everything about him. And among his properties are his animation. Now you see, the art animation is the very first thing on the list, and that's why it is the one that is being shown. The first animation on this list will always be the one that will be shown by default. So what you want to do is get another animation to show. And the animation we're going to be getting is the idle pose. Okay, that's it right there. So we're just going to move that to the top. Yeah. And okay, yeah, let's preview it. Let's preview it. So yeah, this is how it looks. This is what the animation is going to look like. And I believe that is way too fast. So let's do this. Okay. This is a bit better. This is a bit better actually. Yeah, this is looking good. This is looking good. I believe this is okay, but it still looks weird with the folding of the arms and that. So we're just going to delete those two. So it actually makes sense. I was going to delete that, and we'll duplicate that so that it actually looks like it's blinking. Yeah, and to make the animation a bit longer. So now this is what we have. Doesn't this look better? This looks quite good. So I believe that looks good. Oh yeah, one more thing. The loop. Loop has to be turned on. Because if loop is not turned on, then it's going to stop at the very last frame there, and it's no longer going to blink. It's just going to be stuck with eyes open. So you need to put on the loop so that the animation goes in a constant loop. It goes from front to back to from front, from beginning to end and stuff like that. You know the loop. So I'm just going to apply that. Okay, I'm going to apply that. And okay, just so that you can see what that has done, we're going to see a preview of the game. Okay. Okay. So as you can see, it's blinking. Our character is now blinking. That is what I wanted to achieve. So we can just exit that. So I think that should be the end of the video for today. We still have an underlying issue with the center of the game not being concentrated, but we'll deal with that in the next video. For now, let's just leave this as it is, so that let's just leave it as it is so as not to make the video too long. So I believe that's all for today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.